よし、なんかプロキャスなんかやばそうだから、あ、間違いさっさと進めちゃおうかな。よし、じゃあね、多分ここでセーブされるんだけど、とりあえずね、このちっちゃい子グレゴリーかな、グレゴリーって読むのかなをね、かわいそうだよね。赤ちゃんで死んじゃったのかな。全然わかんない。
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
ちっちゃい子供の目線になったね。何するのこれ。
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
へえ、すごいね。何その磁石みたいについてる。どういうこと？うわ、動かせるカエルを。うりゃおお。
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
このお風呂。
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
ジャンプができるじゃん。
What his world was like.
おお、めっちゃ飛ぶ。あれ、これない。取れた。おりゃ。いっぱいアヒルがいっぱいいるよ。
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
めっちゃ飛んだ。ああ、みんな落ちてきた。
Whatever it was he saw.
ふえ、何おお、何おお、いっぱい落ちてきた。おお、よくわかんないけど。あ、こちらに当たっちゃった。カエルを操作してどうすんの？みんながついてくる。かわいい。おお、あれの上なんだろう。あ、待って、これ何？じゃあ開けられるわけじゃないの。落ちてきちゃった。お、取った。これ何？これ。幸せすぎる。あーじゃん。
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
え、
Maybe if I hadn't called
あれ
that
みんな
night.
落っこちちゃうんじゃないの？落ちないようにできて。すごいね。
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
また飛べる。この旅に巻いてるってこと？ジャンプするたびに。ここの上なんだっけ。そっちやっぱり動かすの。
I wish he could have told us.
また水入れて。え、溺れちゃう。
All he saw.
溺れちゃう。溺れちゃう。あ、やばい。
There's so much I don't understand.
え、カエル目だった。
About everything.
じゃあ
He want you to be happy too.
どういうこ
Good luck,
と？
Kay. Love, Sam.
どういうこと？ポップコーン食べよう。カエル。 このまま溺れ死んじゃったってことかな。
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
今度これだね。ガス。この人はブルーキャス、やっぱ今日ちょっとネット悪いね。何できないね。よし、とりあえず見ようか。
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What書いてあるんだ？全部ひっくり返す。
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom.
ちょっと待って、下手くそすぎるんだけど。
Husband and wife. Make him the bride.
前の家だね。
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here,
落ちてないじゃん。
but Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
こんやろ。
Wind picked up, panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
テントに入ることだけど、どういうこと？あれ？人いねえじゃん。こっか。嵐だから。引っかかる。どこ？次。あ、下にあった。めっちゃ嵐みたいな。
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
え？やば。取れない。
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
お父さんしっかりしろ。テントも巻き込んじゃえ。みんな巻き込んじゃだね。このまま死んじゃう。
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
え？どういうこと？ 結局みんな死んだってこと？そこにいた人たち。
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
ここ開かないのか。ね、赤ちゃんいるのにね、こんな謎解きに来てるからね、この人。ここからお母さんのとこ行くんだ。お？ね、これ。エマージェンシーエヴァクアティションプラン。プランってか逃げ道のことか。なんかあった時を。さあ上行こう。
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
これはね 前回ちょっと見ちゃってるから、
At
ね、
the time, it was as far away as she could get.
セーブがね1個前だったからね、ちょっとここは見てないことになってる。次お母さんです。茅ヶ崎かな。
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
うん。
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
へえ。これだけか。なんかストーリーあんのかなって思っちゃった。
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
ルイスって誰だっけ？いたっけ？
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
広いね。
The house
この
had to
家
get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
いいな。すごい広い家、本当に。
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
これ何？こんな教室みたいになってるけど。
But it didn't last.
じゃあね。危な。
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a
接
castle.
着されてるけど。お城ってこれか。家ねえし。ここ入れるんかーい。見てみるか、とりあえず。
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
え、今一瞬のごめん、なんか文字どっか行っちゃったよ。なんつったか分からなかったな。見るとでも生きてるのか、まだ。ほら、まだ生きてるよ。こっち側はとりあえず一周してみよう。上で上がれるわけじゃない。ツタ登って。シーツか。まあこっから入るんでしょうね。引くんかい。セーブされたね。なんかめっちゃペンキの足跡ついてるよ。なこれドア、誰かが寝てたところか。妊婦さん頑張る、大変だよそれ。あ、いや死んでるのか結局。死んでるのかみんな。魔法の絵筆。
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
どういうこと？なるほど。 おさらに扉だね、さっき下にあった。終わってる。
こんばん
I
は。
was 4 when
こ
Milton
んばん
disappeared.
は。4歳。この2001年みたいなの書いてあったな。2001年じゃねえな。よく見えなかったな。で、この後どうすんだろう。
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
悲しみだな。
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
どこ行きゃいいの。
Mom definitely blamed Edie,
違っ
but
たね。
I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
見てみようか。レウィン。
Everyone always told me to stay out
あ、
of
また
Lewis's room.
またやってしまった。
Except Lewis.
またやっちゃった。また文字を消えてしまった。これはここからかな。上がれない上がれない。この椅子いいな。めっちゃ座りてー。座ってくれねえや。よし、開けて。これ一人で妊婦さん来るもんじゃないよ。こんな大冒険危ないよ。
Lewis's room smelled very, very
あら
familiar. That part of him lived on.
あ、また登っちゃった。後ろ向いちゃっただけなんだけどな。お、ゲームじゃん。どっちを先行こう。どっちだ。
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
下手くそだった
He
な。
died a lot.
ちょっと待って。うまっ。何これ。
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
トランゲームではないはず。
He kept working at the cannery.
ぐるいぐるい。カンナメ工場で働いてた。
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same
や
behavior.
だーん。
His mind began to
何？どういうこと？
wander.
あ、すごい。こっちをやりなが
I
ら
asked him to
動か
describe
せるよ。
it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
どっち行っても多分同じことだった。
He'd feel his way about.
やりながらやるの難しい。
Then something moved. Bats and toads.
生き返るな。
things that have not names.
なんだってここで
He knew it was all in his head,
いるんだけど面白い
but he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
火つけた あ、いけるんだ
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
白昼見てるってやばくない
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
休みなく仕事してるそう見えるの周りからすると
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
これが悪夢の始まりだったみたいな
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new
う
friend.
わ犬だついてくるんかい乗れねえっす
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
いいねいい混じってる混じっ
He
てる
built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Mm. 面白い
And songs for them to play.
ちょうど君見えなくなっちゃっ
He
たどうい
talked
うこと
about starting a band,
どういうことどういうこ
and he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
となんか謎解きっていうよりはあれやなわけわか
He
んな
no
くなる
longer
だけ
spoke
だよ
at the
ね
cannery.
自分がどれだかわからなくなっちゃった
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
で
Then one day it struck him
で
that
Yeah,
all
we
the
did.
cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he
ずっ
wished.
とずっと魚切ってんだけど私
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
意味わかんない意味わかんない
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
で乗るんだ
It became a
Oh.
game for him.
え意味わかんない
He'd
けどな
conquer a city, then immediately push on.
ほとんど白チューブに持ってかれてるんだけど
New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
頑張れ頑張れいや多分当たんねえんだけど
Minneapolis.
かわいい名前だな
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
え工場から帰宅するのを忘れました
Part of Lewis kept sailing on.
ああどうしたずっとやってるのお母さんその時もう関係ねえ知らねえ見えてねえみたいになってる
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
珍しいこっち行こう
handsome queen.
ここ選べるんだ珍しいね選択肢今までなかったね
The queen was on her own quest for
これでいいや。
radiant rainbows.
見えるしわら。
ちょっとごめんね、なんかコメントがさすごい聞き取れないんだよね。
He followed the sound of her
あれだ、音量上げりゃいいんだ。こっちにしよう。
electric sitar.
あ、
His chase led him to a
一個
golden
奏でられ
palace
なかっ
east
た。
of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
魚ずっといるからさ、もう消えてる、もう消えてる。手切っちゃう、手
He
切っ
knew
ち
the
ゃう。
world was all in his imagination.
分かってたの、想像だって。分かってたのに。
But he was so proud of having created it.
なんかやばい。やばくない？どんどんやばくない？
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
思ってんだよな、なんか雨が当てて。
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
ダメだよ。それはダメだよ。ああああ。
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to
それは
argue
や
with
ばい。
him.
ちっちゃい方入るの。あ、これ工場の多分あれだよね。これどこ？工場のなんか中のさ、休憩所じゃない。なんかそんな感じの荷物入れ
Began
も
to
ある
forget the
し。
world we know.
へえ、やばいじゃん。そりゃ確かに精神科行きや。あ、いや、これ逆に入っていくのか。
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
え、どういうこと？これどうなってんの？切る前の魚だよね。切った後の魚がいっぱいこの辺に転がってるんだけど。
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
おい。あ、こいつがルイスなのか。ずっとやってて。何もやってないよ。ルイスくん。何もできてないよ。
なるほど。
え、どこ行けばいいの？え、あの上行けんの？あの上登れるの？なんもなくない？なんもなくない？
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
乗り物に乗ってる気分だね。あれ、乗り物っちゃ乗り物ね。言えるのかな。
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
選択肢選んだら違ってたのか
There was only
な。
one thing left to do.
え、バカ。おいバカ。マジかよ。
Then down his head.
マジで言ってる？見て。やばいでしょ。はあ。
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
あー、やばいね。
My brother was really cool.
な
I
ん
wish you could have met
で
him.
なんでよ。あれこれ、そっか、これ見て
やばい。
びっくりした。あれどこから来たんだっけ。こっちから普通に来れたんだっけ。あれこれ場所違え。上行くよ。
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She
Yeah,
waited
man.
until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
何越さなければよかったこと。パリって言った。
But I understand why we left.
ちょっと待って。なんもねえのか。
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
なんで置いてく羽目になったの？ 荷造りしてたのに。
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
なんかあの
Maybe
夜
it should have come
なんか
sooner.
一日がなんかやばいこと起きたってことだよね。どの話のことなの？お、このうさちゃん見覚えがあるよ。このうさちゃんとくまちゃん。かわいい。
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
そう、このあの夜が一番気になるとこだよね。なんか視線低くない？なんでこんなに低いの？しゃがんでんのか？這いつくばってんだ。つんばい？見えねえな、下目線。あ、そうっぽいね。お腹が見えねえってこと。いいです。
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
この部屋いい
To
ね。
our final night
Yeah.
together. And all
あ、
our
ゆと
final
さんだっ
nights.
たんだ、来てたの。
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it?
エディス。
The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
これ。動けるのか。
power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
イーディーって
When my
誰だ
mom
っ
said
け
the
もう
library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
あれあ、入った入った。
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
喧嘩か。
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I
お
wish
ば
I
ちゃん
could tell
おば
you,
ちゃんの方か。
but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
イーリスがこの主人
That
公だっけ？
night, the tide went way, way
やべ
out.
これはもうすでに崩れてる。
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
やべえよ。
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
取れない。
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
あらららら。
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
嘘でしょ。
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
おお。どうなってんの？ポンポンしろ。ポンポンしたいよ。
My mom didn't like to
違
talk
った。
about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
お母さんの視点か。
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
お母さん結局死んじゃったのか。
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
でこれ多分
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
夫なのかな。
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
うん。
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
え
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you
心臓の音みたいな。
and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this
Hold on.
now,
子供かな。
things didn't work out that way.
え、嘘。
ペコペコ。
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be
死んじゃっ
amazed
たんだって
that any of us
やっ
ever
ぱり。
had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
子供。エリス。でも子供は生まれたけどって感じか。もう一回終わりかな。あ、終わりだね。どういうこと？うん。トロフィー、すべての終わり。
悲しいのゲームがな。
うん、悲しいゲームだと思うよ。何、ありがとう、ヨハン。ポップコーンがうまいな。なんか使った写真の人たちだかな。だって全然知らないもん、名前。そんな気がするよ。 いやね、みんな結局死んじゃったっていう。Enjoy, enjoy, thank you って書いてあるの面白い。The end。終わっちゃった。本当だ、いつの間にか全員埋まったんだね。じゃあこれで終わりかな。あそこにエディスって書いてあるから、そうか、自分だから、終わっちゃったよ。終わっちゃったね。みんな個性的なんね。リプレイしてもあれだからね。これトロフィーとかいくつあったんだろう。多分選択肢あったのミルトンだっけ。ミルトンじゃない、レビンズの方か。レビンズぐらいだったから。じゃあ今回はここで終わりかな。もう今回はってかもう最終回最終回になっちゃったけど終わりだね。じゃあゆうとさんも来てくれてありがとうございました。じゃあ終わりにさせていただきます。お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございます。